a lot of guys who are shy or tend to keep to themselves and don't really feel outgoing in social situations often think that getting a girlfriend will be harder for them because women prefer outgoing guys, guys who are loud, guys who are willing to just talk to anyone and so forth. But thankfully, that's not the case. And you can also use your shyness to your advantage and get a girlfriend while remaining shy and not having to become outgoing. So if you want a girlfriend, if you're shy, here's what you need to understand and do. First, understand that not all women see your shyness the way you think they do. Many shy guys assume that women know for sure that they are shy. Yet, some women actually see a guy's shy behavior as being intriguing or mysterious, and some even look at his behavior as being confident. And as you would know, confidence is attractive to women. So, to help you understand how a woman could actually think that way, think about how you may have perceived a woman who tended to keep to herself and wasn't very outgoing or bold or very forward or very confident in social situations. She just seemed to keep to herself and she was kind of quiet. In some cases, you may assume that she is shy, she's nervous and so forth, but in other cases, you may think that she is quite selective about who she opens up to. She's a bit of a mystery. She's intriguing. Why isn't she showing everyone that she wants to interact with them all the time? Why isn't she interested in everyone? Why does she seem to keep to herself? And in many cases, even though she's shy, you can actually be looking at her as being a confident, selective woman who simply doesn't want to open up to just anyone. And women can see your shyness in the same type of way. Additionally, something interesting for you to understand here and to know is that a lot of guys will look at women and assume that women don't experience anxiety and shyness at the same rate that men do. Women seem to have it all together. They seem cool, calm and collected. They seem sure of themselves, but when you actually look at the statistics, twice as many women experience anxiety compared to men. But it just doesn't seem that way to a lot of men, right? If a man looks at a woman and she's keeping to herself, he will often think, well, it means that she doesn't like me. It means that she's very confident and selective, and I'm just not cool enough or good looking enough or whatever enough in order to get her to be interested enough to talk to me and show interest in me and be having a conversation with me and focus on me and so forth. Instead, she can actually be feeling anxious, she can be feeling shy, she can be feeling depressed, she can be feeling all sorts of things, but it just won't seem like it on the surface. So it's important for you to understand that not all women see your shyness as meaning that you're nervous, you're insecure, you're worried, you're this or that. They can actually see your shyness as you being intriguing, you being selective, you being someone who is confident, but just doesn't feel enough attraction or interest in the people in that particular environment to want to switch on and have a enjoyable conversation with them. Maybe they're just not interesting enough for you. Number 2, you can be attractive while remaining shy. So rather than saying to yourself, I'm too shy, I'm a shy guy, women aren't going to like me because I'm not outgoing enough, because I'm not really present enough and wanting to talk enough, and I kind of need to warm up first when I meet people in order to feel confident enough around them. It takes me a while to sort of get used to people and so forth. If you're thinking those sort of things, then you're focusing on the fact that you have a problem. Yet, if you want to get a girlfriend while you're shy, all you've got to do is to be able to display some traits that are attractive to women. So, for example, if you can display confidence in a subtle, masculine way while you're interacting with a woman, she will automatically feel attracted to you, even if on the inside you don't feel 100% confident in the moment and you do feel a bit shy. The fact that you seem to be displaying confidence around her automatically starts to make her feel some attraction for you. One of the reasons why is that women are more attracted to how you feel about yourself rather than how loud or talkative you are. So, for example, if you're interacting with a woman and you're displaying confidence in a subtle masculine way, then she's going to look at you and assume that you are a confident man, right? That you are literally being selective in that moment and there is more to you, right? You don't feel the need to put on a show to hopefully impress a woman by being very outgoing and extroverted. You don't feel the need to do that. Instead, you're so sure of yourself, you're so confident that you can interact with her and be the sort of guy who doesn't feel the need to put on a big show. And she will notice that. She will look at that, and in many cases, she will assume it's because you really do believe in yourself. You feel like you're good enough, right? So she's feeling attracted to how you feel about yourself. You seem like a confident guy who believes in himself. You don't seem like a guy who is worried that he's not putting on a show, unless you are actually worried about that. If you're feeling shy or a bit introverted or anxious, and you're interacting with the woman and worried that you're not being outgoing enough, then that's going to come across in your body language. She's going to sense it in the subtleties of your body language, the way that you move your eyes, the way that you react to things. She's going to sense it in your vibe. She's going to pick up on it. Yet, if you can be aware that she's going to feel attracted to you if you're not worried, if you feel like the fact that you're not being outgoing is actually an advantage because you seem like a selective type of guy who doesn't just like any girl if she doesn't do anything to impress him, then it actually becomes something that makes the woman feel attracted to you and want to impress you. She feels like you're the sort of guy who needs to be impressed more before he will then be truly interested in the woman. And that creates a dynamic that is exciting for women because they want to be able to be in that position where they feel lucky to be getting with a guy rather than a shy guy worrying that he's not being outgoing enough. And then she feels like, oh, right, he doesn't feel like he's good enough. And if she were to get with him, which she's not going to do in 99% of cases, she's going to feel like she's doing him a favor. And that's not the feeling that a woman wants to get. Number 3, shyness doesn't stop you from getting a girlfriend. Hesitation does. So if you're a shy guy, you will have definitely come across women in your life who did like you, and maybe you were able to sense that as well, but you hesitated. You weren't able to make the decision in that moment to make a move, and the opportunity then slipped through your fingers. So it's not a case of you can't get a girlfriend if you're shy. Instead, what you need to be able to do is very simple. You just need to be able to display some traits that make the woman feel attracted, and then shoot your shot. Make a move, right? Don't sit there hesitating, waiting, talking to her for hours or weeks or months, hoping that one day she's going to make it really obvious that she wants to be with you. Instead, you have to be able to move things forward. You have to be able to make the decision that you're going to give yourself a chance. And that's how so many guys out there get themselves a girlfriend, even though the guy may be shorter than the woman, for example, or the guy may be skinny, or the guy may be shy, right? He might be a shy guy, or he might be introverted, or he might be anxious. But the thing that he did that helped him get a girlfriend was that he was displaying some traits that made her feel attracted. So he may have been a bit confident. He may have used some humor. He may have used some flirting. He may have displayed some social and emotional intelligence. And she was feeling some sparks of attraction for him. And then he did the next step, which is to shoot his shot. He asked for a phone number, or he moved in for a kiss, or he suggested that they catch up for a date. And the next thing you know, he's got himself a girlfriend. And by the way, this is something that I have done personally myself hundreds of times before settling down. I didn't know how to make women feel attracted to me, and I was quite shy. I was quite introverted. I suffered from social anxiety, and I assumed that women didn't want to be with me because I wasn't good looking enough. But once I figured out how to be confident and display traits that actually make women feel attracted, women suddenly felt sexually and romantically attracted to me. And from there, my confidence grew every day, every week, every month and year from then on. I just became increasingly confident, increasingly sure of myself, because when I would interact with women and display some traits that made women actually feel attracted, they would want me and I would get a result. And sometimes I stopped to have a girlfriend for a while, and that was great fun. But for the most part, I personally just wanted to enjoy the power that I discovered, and that was to be able to attract women on purpose, at will, whenever I wanted. And that's what I did, and eventually I settled down. And now I run the Master Attraction community, where men are learning how to display the traits and behaviors that are naturally attractive to women, and they're getting the exact same results that I got all those years ago. They're getting those results now in today's dating scene. It's very simple. You just need to display attractive traits and shoot your shot, and you're done. It works. And if you want to learn what to say and do to display all of the traits that make women feel attracted to you, I recommend that you head over to masterattraction.com and start learning. In addition to learning what to say and do to display the traits that make women feel sexually and romantically attracted to you, you'll also get exclusive access to the Master Attraction community, and you'll also get 24/7 support from Dan Bacon AI. And that's the AI that I have trained to be able to respond exactly like I would if you and I were talking one-on-one. So you can get custom advice. You have 24/7 support about any situation you're experiencing with a woman, any question you have. If you want to know what to say, what to do, what to text, and so on, You'll get instant answers from Dan Bacon AI, and you'll also get the monthly video lessons from me where I teach you what to say and do to display the traits that make women want you sexually and romantically. So to sum up in terms of how to get a girlfriend if you're shy. Number 1, adjust your mindset. Instead of seeing shyness as a problem, own it in a confident way. Women are drawn to men who are sure of themselves regardless of personality type. Sure, some women want an outgoing guy, but many women will get with a guy who isn't outgoing as long as he makes them feel attracted by displaying some attractive traits, and then he shoots his shot. Number 2, focus on making her feel attracted. You don't need to be the life of the party or the most outgoing social guy. Instead, you just need to be able to make her feel attracted to you as you talk to her. Shyness is not going to stop you from getting a girlfriend if she's feeling something for you. Number 3, recognize when she's interested. If she's engaged in the conversation, she's laughing, she's playfully teasing you at times, or trying to keep the conversation going, then in almost all cases that means that she's open to more. So don't be afraid to shoot your shot. And on that note, number 4, lead the interaction forward. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment to ask for her phone number, just go for it. If you notice that she's feeling attracted to you and she's interested, just go for it. Confidently make a move when she's showing interest, whether it's getting her phone number, setting up a date, or moving in for a kiss. When you're able to do that, you'll get a girlfriend even if you continue to feel a bit shy during the first month or so of you becoming more attractive to women. Even if you still feel a bit of that shyness, you can still get to a date, you can get a kiss, you can get to sex, you can get a girlfriend, because most women are way easier to attract and get with than they make themselves out to be, or than most guys realize. Most guys assume that women are so difficult, they're so complicated and hard to pick up, hard to get with, and so forth. But as the members of my community show day in and day out, it's extremely easy. It still amazes me to this day how easy it is. It amazes me as well that most guys just don't know this. They think that they need to be perfect in order to get with a woman, that they're going to need to be tall, dark, and handsome, or they're going to be really successful in life, and then women are going to like them. But you can actually make women feel attracted to you right now when you talk to them. And if the woman is feeling attracted to you, all you've got to do is shoot your shot. And in most cases, you're going to get a result. The next thing you know, you're kissing her, you're in bed with her, and you've got yourself a new girlfriend.